Many people think that getting more exercise is the best way to stay well after reaching the age of 70. What if I informed you that doctors are cautioning against this? Walking is an excellent method to keep active. But if it's the sole exercise option you choose to do, it could lead to mistakes that speed up the process of aging instead of slowing the process. In reality, as the body ages, it will require more than just exercising to be healthy, stay balanced, and secure joints. Focusing too heavily on walking and not focusing on the other forms of exercise may result in muscle loss or joint strain, as well as a greater likelihood of falling. Experts now advise that once you reach the age of 70, it is best to walk more and pay attention to the following 5 areas instead, as they're the way to maintain fitness, strength, and independence beyond your final decades. In this short video, we'll look at the 5 main areas to focus on instead of simply walking. Simple changes like these can increase your flexibility, help protect your bones, and bring years into your life. Stay with me to the very end because this last point is one that virtually no one discusses. However, it is an important part in your lifelong. Before we get started, if you're not signed up yet, I would suggest to sign up and then ring the bell to ensure that you don't lose any of the videos. If you like the video, make sure you leave a comment in the box below. If you're not happy, write one in the comment section and inform me so that I can create better video content for you. Let's start now. Exercise for strength in order to keep muscles. Walking is an excellent option to remain active. However, if that's all you're doing, it could set yourself up for loss of muscle when you reach 70. Sarcopenia, which is the progressive loss of muscle mass, can be one of the greatest dangers to your freedom. It's a problem that walking by itself isn't sufficient to increase muscle strength and mainly focuses on the lower part of your body, and even there, it can't offer the type of force that your muscles require to remain robust. This is why medical professionals now insist that once you reach the age of 70, strength training is a must priority because it reduces muscle loss, enhances stability, and makes your muscles strong enough to prevent injury and fall. If you're still able to carry your heavy shopping bag with ease, get on a chair and not hand movements, or lift a tightly closed container with ease, it's an excellent indicator your muscles performing effectively. However, if the simple things you do feel more difficult as they once did be, this is likely due to the fact that the muscles you use are weakening regardless of whether you be aware of that it's happening. In reality, if you do not work hard to keep your muscles strong, the body is likely to start loss of it. Imagine an example of Robert, who was 74 years old. He was a regular walker and thought that it was enough to stay well. One day, however, the man noticed he was having trouble to raise a heavy box which was previously lighter. Also, he noticed that getting up off the couch was harder than it did before. Initially, he thought it was due to aging, and then the doctor clarified that the loss of muscle was not simply a result of aging. It occurred quicker if you weren't challenging your muscles. He began to incorporate fundamental strength workouts into his workout routine. These included small weights, resistance bands, as well as simple dumbbell exercises. After a couple of months, there was a noticeable change. He felt more powerful, steady, and felt more energetic throughout the days. It's not necessary to lift massive weights in the gym. It can be as easy like using resistance bands, using bodyweight exercises such as pushing ups, squats, or squats against the counter, or lifting items from your home. It's all about progressive resistance. It is about challenging the muscles to keep them engaged and fully engaged. There are many benefits that go way beyond the strength. Research has shown that keeping muscular mass directly relates to increased life expectancy as well as better mobility and also improved health of the brain. If you're looking to determine the strength of your muscles today, do this. Sit down in an upright position and then get up and without hands. If you are able to do it effortlessly, then that's a good indicator. If you're struggling to do this, perhaps it's the time to begin strengthening your muscles. But the best part, you don't have to wait until it's too late. The practice of strength training can reverse the effects of muscles loss, enhance the balance of your body, and help you stay in good health for many years to come. Therefore, if you're someone who relies on a walk to fitness, think about this as an opportunity to wake up. Muscle is one of the most important factors to longevity. And after the age of 70, it's among the most crucial things to protect. If you're watching this video and find these tips useful, make a comment in the box below so that I know you're there. Let's keep practicing exercise stability and balance to help prevent falling. Walking is a great way to move, however. It's not enough to help you balance. This is the most common mistake people make until they're already too long. As you age, fall prevention is an essential element of remaining fit and healthy. The risk of falling is among the main causes of injuries in elderly people. Many falls occur not because of weakened legs, but due to poor balance. If you're not actively working on to improve your balance and stability, then you could increase your chances of falling, slipping, as well as dangerous falling. It's easy to think that I've always walked my entire existence, therefore my balance should be good. But the fact is that balance won't remain solid and strong by itself. It's a process that slowly declines when you don't actively focus to improve it. Walking does not strain the stabilizing muscles of your ankles, feet, and your core like exercise that focus on balance can. If your balance is weak, any small mistake could result in a tumble which can take months or many years to overcome. Consider your last time standing on your feet while putting the sock on, or to reach for something from the top shelf. Do you feel stable, or were you forced to hold something? A lot of people do not realize that the stability of their body is declining until they have a close falling, which leaves the person shaken up and alert with each step. This is what happened to a person similar to E. Edward, 76, who was never idle and active. However, one day, as he was taking a step off the curb, his feet landed on an awkward angle and quickly lost equilibrium. He was able to catch himself at the right time. However, the moment caused him to realize the extent to which he was vulnerable. The doctor advised him that simple exercises for balance that included standing on one leg, moving his weight in a lateral manner, as well as doing controlled movements, could aid in restoring his stability. In the following weeks, he observed that he was feeling stronger as well as more stable and assured in his moves. Balance exercises don't require a gym or special equipment. Simple exercises like standing with one foot on the ground and walking from heel to toe on a straight path or attempting gradual, controlled weight shifts will dramatically increase your stability. It's not just about the prevention of falls. Better balance can lead to improved posture, more reactions, and possibly better coordination. It makes each motion feel much more natural and smooth. If you're looking to test your balance, you can try this. Place your feet next to a counter and then lift your foot from the floor. Test if you're able to keep your balance for more than 10 minutes. If it feels effortless, it's an excellent indicator. If you're struggling with your balance, that's an indication that your balance could need to be improved. And the earlier you get started more quickly, the more effective. The ability to balance is one of the aspects that people don't consider until it's too late, but educating yourself right now will keep you in good shape and steadfast for the years to come. Therefore, if you focused on walking around, it's the right time to focus on balance, since the best method to stop the possibility of falling doesn't simply remain active, but training your body to remain steady. Mobility exercises and flexibility is essential for keeping joints well maintained. Walking is a great way to keep your legs active. However, it's not enough for flexibility, which is an aspect that is crucial at the age of 70. As time passes, joints will naturally become stiffer. Your mobility decreases, as well as movements that used to feel effortless may become a little strained. If you've experienced the head turning feels more strained than it used to, or you have to bend down in order to tie your shoes, has become more difficult than it was before, it's an indication that you're losing flexibility. As your mobility begins, decreasing as does your autonomy. It's a problem that the majority of people do not realize how vital mobility is until they begin losing it. The simple act of walking doesn't stretch your muscles to their fullest or involve all of the various motion patterns that joints need to remain functional. It's the reason doctors are now recommending that after age 70, putting in time for flexibility and mobility exercise is equally important as keeping active. It's how you'll be able to continue going about your day without any discomfort or stress. Consider when you last reached to grab something on the back of your vehicle or attempted to wear a jacket. Was it smooth and easy, or do you feel stiffness? Most people don't notice these tiny adjustments, believing that they're an inevitable part of getting older. However, what's actually taking place is the muscles or connective tissue. As the body ages, joints and muscles tighten as we age, decreasing the flexibility gradually. It's what happened to Walter, aged 78. Walter was walking every day. However, over time, Walter noticed the first steps each day felt more stiff than it did before. As he was reaching to grab something from the ground, he needed bend his knees further than normal. Doctors told him that the loss of mobility wasn't solely about age and unable to making use of his joints in the fullest extent of movement. He began to incorporate small movements, gentle stretching along with joint exercises in the routine of his day. In the next few weeks, he was better, more relaxed, and also noticed improvements of his posture. Exercises for flexibility don't have to mean just sitting and touching your toes for a few minutes. The power of dynamic, stretches, controlled movements, and gentle yoga-inspired exercises are able to make a huge changes. Simple exercises such as neck rotations or shoulder rolls, knee to chest stretch or ankle circle aid in keeping joints well lubricated and free of pain. Benefits go beyond the feeling of being less stiff and flexible. It also means less injuries and discomforts, as well as better mobility, better posture, as well as a reduced chance of falling. If you're interested in testing your flexibility, do this. Get up in a straight position and then slowly move your head as much as you're able to on one side and turn it to the opposite. Do you feel it is smooth, or are you feeling the tightness? If you feel tightness, this is a sign your flexibility is declining. Now is the best time to take action and tackle the issue. It's not inevitable to lose mobility. By completing just a few minutes each day of focusing on stretching, you'll keep your body looking younger as well as more mobile and pain-free for a long time to be. If you're a regular walker of exercise, then it's the right time to focus on flexibility too. Maintaining your joints' flexibility and your movements smooth is among the most crucial actions you can take to remain active and healthy even after the age of 70. If you're still viewing this video and are finding the tips useful, make a comment on the third page for me to know that you're there. We'll continue to explore the 4 core and posture exercises to strengthen your spine. Walking is a great way to allow your legs to move, but it does not improve the core strength and posture. These are 2 areas which become crucial after the age of 70. Core strength doesn't simply mean about abs that are toned. It's about maintaining your stability and preventing back pain and making sure that your spine is aligned when you move. If you have a weak core, then you could start to experience low back pain and balance issues, as well as an inclination to tilt inwards when walking. All that can raise your chance of slipping as well as joint strain in the course of time. Many people aren't aware of the importance of postural strength until they experience discomforts and aches that weren't present before. If you've noticed sitting more and slouching or feeling tightness in your lower back, or have trouble being upright for extended durations, it's an indication that your muscles in the core aren't performing their task. It's not enough to work. The core muscles, involve the stabilizing muscles within your abdominal region and lower back. That's the reason why after 70, the core and posture exercise should be the top prioritization. Consider someone like Harold, 75. He always was active, however. Over time, he observed his shoulders swaying upwards and the lower back felt tighter. While he was walking every day, his physician explained to him the poor posture put more pressure on his joints and spine. This led to chronic stiffness, as well as a higher risk of slipping. He began to incorporate simple core activation exercises such as sitting pelvic tilts, as well as standing posture resets and abdominal bracing in the routine. In just a few weeks, his back began to feel less pain, more upright posture, increased breathing capacity. These exercises do not require the use of a gym or other equipment. Simple moves like standing up against the wall, using your lower abdominals when sitting or doing slowly controlled rotations could engage the stabilizing muscles deep in your body to keep your spine straight. These benefits extend beyond standing up straight. Having a healthy core will help you balance better, as well as less joint strain and improved digestion, as abdominal muscles play an important function in supporting organs within your body. If you're looking to test your core strength, do this. Sit against the wall, keeping your back flat and with your shoulders, head, and hips pointing towards the wall. Do you manage to stand at ease, or do you appear like you need to pull yourself up? If the posture feels uncomfortable, it's an indication that your posture could require improvement, and the earlier you begin to strengthen your core muscles, the more effective. Core strength and posture are vital to stay active while avoiding injury, as well as maintaining your youthful appearance. If you've been dependent on walking to exercise, now is the time to put your focus on your muscles to maintain your posture and strength. 5. Joint protection and activities that don't cause any impact to minimize strain. Walking is an excellent option to remain active. However, if you're the only type of exercise that you do, it could put stress on joints, particularly after the age of 70. As the body ages, the cartilage loses its strength, joints become less fluid, and shock absorption decreases. Effective. It's the reason why many senior citizens are beginning to notice pain in their hips, stiff knees, or pain in their feet, despite the fact that they've been active throughout their life. It's not necessarily due to exercise itself, but rather the fact that walking on your own doesn't offer the support for joints that the body requires. Most people think that joint pain is normal as we age. However, the discomfort and stiffness can occur more frequently when you're not active in protecting your joints. The act of walking can make it more severe because it causes repeated impact to the joint over and over and over. This is why medical professionals now stress the fact that once you reach the age of 70, you should reduce your walking and concentrate more on activities that are low impact to strengthen and safeguard your joints. Consider your last time that you completed an extended walk. Do you feel rejuvenated and relaxed? Or were you feeling uncomfortable? Are you experiencing stiffness, aching joints, or a persistent feeling of pain? If your walking makes you feel uncomfortable, it could be an indication that your joints aren't receiving the help they require. It's the situation that happened to Raymond, who was 77. He walked every day and thought it was a good option for his health, but as time passed, his knees became stiff and his back started to hurt. The doctor advised him the need to decrease the force of the joints. He also suggested incorporating activities that are low impact. He started doing light swimming or cycling, as well as flexibility-focused exercises. Within some weeks, the discomfort decreased dramatically, but without requiring a complete cessation of movements completely. Activities that are joint-friendly include swimming, cycling, tai chi, or easy stretches in a chair. These types of activities boost blood flow to joints, increase lubrication, and help strengthen muscles surrounding them without placing excessive strain on the areas of concern. Benefits go far beyond discomfort relief. Protecting joints today will ensure more flexibility, less stiffness, and a more comfortable moving for the years to come. If you're interested in testing the condition of your joints, take a seat in a chair, then gently stand up without hands. Pay attention to how your knees and hips are feeling. Are they moving smoothly and fluidly, or are they tight and stiff? If you feel any discomfort, it's the body's signal that your joints require more treatment, and switching to low-impact activities can make all the difference. Healthy joints and strong bones involves more than being able to avoid pain. It's also about maintaining mobility, ensuring your freedom of movement, and making sure that every step will feel effortless rather than difficult. If you've been focused only on walking, it's now time to focus on your joint health and begin incorporating activities that aid rather than hurt. If you're watching this video and find these tips useful, write a note, number 5 below, to inform me that why you're watching. Let's wrap it in a final thought. When we finish the video, make a point to think about these top 5 goals. If you've been relying solely on a walk to exercise and you're not sure if you've been aware of how much your body requires more than just a few steps to keep it strong, flexible, and free of pain. When you turn 70, your priorities will shift to protecting the muscle mass, increasing stability, flexibility, enhancing the core, and lessening stress on joints. These are things can help you stay active and healthy in the years to come. People often think that aging is a slowing process. However, it's not true that the body can be capable of advancing regardless of age. If you're looking to improve on balance, strength, and flexibility, or your posture, even a few changes will make all the change in the way you move, the way you feel, and the length of time you can remain independent. It is important to begin right now. Joint health and balance do not disappear overnight. It takes time. However, the best part is that you've got an opportunity to exercise the ability to slow down the process or reverse the decline. Which of the 5 areas do you have to concentrate on the most? Are you seeing any improvements regarding your strength, balance, and mobility? We'd like to hear from you. Please leave us a note below by sharing a lesson you've discovered today and how you intend to put this into your daily, day-to-day life. Your opinions are valuable to us, so don't be afraid to share your thoughts. Commenting on your feedback provides us with tremendous motivation and confidence. If you like this video and you found it useful, then please share, like, and subscribe, and then make sure to share it with your friends. We appreciate your support in making great content to educate and encourage you. We appreciate your support. We look at seeing you on the next one.